Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you how to get admin on Hypixel. Now if you haven't seen my how to get helper and mod on Hypixel, be sure to click the eye in the top right corner of the screen to see that. That video got 53 likes, which is actually a lot for my channel, so thank you guys so much for liking that video. So in this video I'm going to be telling you how to get admin. As the title may suggest. Basically we're going to come into my house here real quick. Shut out this guy. No, he came in. Anyways, we're gonna going on to the Hypixel website real quick on my computer to check out the admin requirements and all that nice stuff. So let's go to the website. Alright, so now we are on the Hypixel website and we are going to go on a hunt to see where we can find the admin applications. So I don't think it'd be anywhere here on the front page. It's not in the forums. I already checked there. So where the heck is it? Well, it's actually on this really obscure page called hypixel.net/jobs. And if you go there, I don't know if there's like a button on the website to go there, but whatever. Now we're here. I have no idea how I know that URL. I just kind of remember it from some point. I think it was something I saw on Twitter. Anyways, as you can see right now, the only job openings are the Java minigame developer and builders. And admin is not actually, you can't actually apply for admin right now. Java minigame developer is basically an admin though. So basically up here just gives you some background about Hypixel, what they're looking for, and people who are admins and minigame developers. It gives you a few stats about the server. Then here it gives you some tips. Also, this is something I should probably mention before we go into this whole thing. This is a full-time job and you get paid for doing it. It's not like helper and mod where you're a volunteer. This is a full-time job. Also, to be an admin or Java minigame developer in this case, they still get the admin tag as far as I know. But yeah, to get this, you also have to know how to program. I think there are admin roles that do not require programming though, so just keep an eye out for that. Just go to hypixel.net/jobs when you want to apply and it will tell you what's available. I'm pretty sure that there are admin positions that don't just develop Java minigames, but most of them do as far as I know. Anyways, this is the biggest part of the thing, the application process. Essentially, this is what I'm going to be going over in the bulk of this video, so let's get right into it. Here is a nice little image that I'll be showing right now of the application process. So, at the very start, look, it's you, you're smiling, because you just submitted your application to become an admin on Hypixel. Yay! And then, it goes directly into application shortlisting, which is basically where they look at your application and they decide whether it's good or not, and if it's bad, they throw it out and they don't give you a response. So your application didn't get shortlisted. That basically means you were denied due to the volume of applications, and non-shortlisted applications do not receive a response. So basically, if they don't like your application compared to other people's, because they get so many applications a day, I would assume at least, that means that you basically failed and you don't get a response. Now, shortlisting, if you do get on the shortlist of the list, it's a short list. If you do get on the application shortlist, congratulations. Two things can happen. Either A, you can go directly to the screening interview, which there's some text over here about that. I'll get into that in a minute. Or you'll go to further information sought. Now basically, the further information sought thing is where they ask you for more information. They contact you and they're like, hey, tell us more about this. And then you're like, okay, cool, neat. And then they're like, oh, cool. So two things can happen after they contact you for more information. One, you get denied and they contact you. Unlike where if your application doesn't make the shortlist, then they don't contact you. Here they do. Or you'll go directly to the screening interview. So this is basically a generic job interview. Let's go over this really quickly. The screening interview is the first part of personalized interviews. Its purpose is to give each candidate a chance to talk about their skills, knowledge, and past experiences in person with a member of the team. Since Hypixel is a 100% remote team, the interview is done through voice chat. We do not use video at Hypixel, and the interview normally takes from 20 to 30 minutes. So that's cool. The screening interview can lead to two things. Either a rejection, and they contact you with feedback, or you go to the blind panel. Dun dun dun. 5 interviews with 5 people. That sounds like a good book name, like Blind Panel, the 5 interviews. Something, I don't know. Anyways, let me read this little blurb. The blind panel is comprised of 5 people who assesses in the depicted areas. Each interviewer is free to discuss any topic they may wish. Each interview will take between 30 to 45 minutes. It's called the blind panel because interviewers do not discuss the applicant until the end of all 5 interviews. Feedback is shared and discussion opens only once all interviews are concluded. This is to prevent bias towards the applicant before they are being interviewed. It also gives a more balanced approach to feedback. It gives the applicant deeper insight onto how the company works. It prevents any single interviewer from hijacking or quarterbacking the process, and it prevents anomaly results, such as nerves during the first interview, or an overly positive impression that missed weaknesses during the first interview. A note about secondary skills. We believe in Hypixel that people fundamentally don't just fit into the box of a job description or role title. Keep this section relevant to helping the team, but show us your other skills. Okay, so what I could gather from this is like mainly the bulk of the application process. There are 5 interviewers who all contact you. They don't talk to each other in between interviewers, so they all have separate impressions of you. Basically, one will talk about primary skills, another will talk about primary skills, but just have a different opinion, and another will talk about secondary skills, another will talk about culture fit, and another will talk about work ethic. Now, I think you can talk about generally whatever you want to during this time. It just kind of relates to that category that you're being interviewed for. So after the blind panel, all 5 of the people who interviewed you, along with the person during the screening interview, I would assume, all come together, and they like huddle up and they whisper. They're like, alright, is this guy good or not, or what? And so this can lead to 2 things. One being rejection, and they contact you with feedback, or you go to the final interview. Dun dun dun. Wait, I already made the dun 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 joke. Okay. If you get to the final interview, it's like the last stage of the interview, and it represents the final boss battle. The final interviewer is armed with all knowledge and feedback of the previous 6 interviews, and will delve into any areas of uncertainty in a deep manner. After the final interview, you'll hopefully be contacted with an offer to join the team. Alright, so the final interview can either lead to rejection with feedback, or you're an admin, or whatever you applied for. Plugin developer. I'll leave a link to this image that I've kind of been going through this entire video in the description. Anyways, let's do an overview. So, you submit your application. Either they deny it and don't contact you, or they contact you for further information. Or you go directly to a screening interview. If they contact you for further information, after they contact you and you give them the information they want, you'll either be rejected and they'll contact you, or you'll go directly to the screening interview. At the screening interview, it's just like a job interview, and that can either lead to rejection and they'll contact you with feedback, or it can lead to the blind panel, which is basically 5 interviews with 5 people on 5 different subjects, and they all have different impressions of you, and they all meet up at the end and kind of talk about how you were. That can either lead to rejection with feedback, or it can lead to the final interview. The final interview is like a test of all your knowledge so far, but not really. It's kind of just like a job interview, but now you know kind of what they're looking for. All your nerves are supposed to be gone or whatever. And that can either lead to rejection, contact with feedback, or you're an admin, minigame dev, or builder, I guess, whatever, I don't know. So anyways, yeah, that's the process of getting a job at Hypixel. Anyways, yeah, I don't really have any tips for you guys on this like I did for the helper and mod applications. I mean, there's plenty of articles online about, like, how to properly apply for a job, like what to do before it, how to prepare. There's plenty of stuff like that online, and applying for admin or dev shouldn't really be any different. So now that you're armed with all this information, go ahead, come down here, see if the job opening you want is listed, and then email the email that's down here, and just send an application with like GitHub repos, your resume, all that nice stuff. Well, that definitely took a while. I really hope this video informed some of you. I don't have my skin on right now for some reason. It just hasn't loaded probably. I really hope this informed some of you on how to get admin. Just a couple things to keep in mind. You do have to be above the legal age limit to apply for a job, or whatever that is in your state. It depends on the state. Just like look it up. Also remember, this is a full-time job and you do get paid for this. So like this is basically what you're going to be spending the majority of your time doing, being an admin on Hypixel. So if that sounds cool to you, then go right on ahead. But that's essentially it on how to get admin on Hypixel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Because my last video of this kind got 52 likes as of the time I'm recording this, let's see if we can hit 50 likes on this video. That would be really awesome actually. And because people requested how to get admin on Hypixel and how to get dev on Hypixel in my last video, that's why I'm making this one. So if you want to see how to get another rank on Hypixel, then make sure to comment that below of what rank you want me to show you how to get on Hypixel, or it can be another server like Mineplex, like how to get Trainee on Mineplex. I really want to keep going with this series because it's actually really fun to make and like learn how to do all these things on these different servers. I actually had no idea about the admin application process before this video, and I actually learned a ton while making it. So good luck on your adventures of getting admin. I hope you succeed, and yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Oh yeah, also this guy wants me to say sub to Zapter because like he was in the video. There we go.